A warm hello to you joining us right now on The Property Show. You're watching us on our North India edition. If you're out in the market to buy property in Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Mohali or any other top location in the north, then this is the place to narrow your search. We'll help you shortlist the best residential projects in your budget along with data-backed analysis on the future prospects of your investments. Helping me today is Ashutosh Limaye, National Director Research, JLL India. Coming up today on The Property Show, projects with world-class amenities at smart prices in the emerging real estate locations of Mohali. Investment locations in Jaipur, starting at 35 lakhs. Are investments growing in this city? We'll find out. What's the latest buzz from Lucknow's real estate markets? A look at affordable deals in 45 lakhs. Ghaziabad takes the lead with budget housing in NCR. We'll check out the emerging Ghaziabad region for a 40 lakh budget. The spotlight's also on the developing markets of New Gurgaon and Dwarka Expressway for a wide range of options. And as we close 2015, we look at why Gurgaon's real estate appeal took a big hit this year. And on Citizen's Voice, we investigate how Haryana is attempting to shrink its buffer zone around Aravallis to just 1 kilometer, Gurgaon's ecosystem endangered, and so is Delhi's only sanctuary, Asola Bhati. All right, the key micro markets in focus in the next 15 minutes. We'll look at Ghaziabad, Greater Noida, and all across to Haryana with Gurgaon. We have a question coming in from Ashish Saurabh. Hi Ashish, how can we help you?
Yeah, hi, this is Ashish. Yeah, I am searching for a property in Ghaziabad and Greater Noida West. And I would like to know about 3 BHK flat or plot in these areas. My budget is 35 to 40 lakhs.
Okay. Ashish has also seen some options in Bharat City in Ghaziabad, Ashutosh. He's interested in Greater Noida and some plotted projects and some his budget being 40 lakhs. Ghaziabad is also an option he's looking at. So this particular project lies in the new emerging corridor, which is being called the new affordable corridor of Ghaziabad. It's called the Wazirabad region. Bharat City in particular is in the Indraprasth Yojana. Ashutosh, what is this new region about? I know it also encompasses Mohan Nagar, there is Bhopura, the GT Road, a new corridor, lots of budget housing projects here. A good bet for budget seekers?
I think so. I think it's the new corridor that is emerging out, and because it's emerging, it offers very competitive price. The earlier developed parts of Ghaziabad, for example, Vaishali or Kaushambi or Indranagar, are kind of getting slightly out of reach from an affordable housing perspective. So these are the newer areas where such housing projects are taking shape. Infrastructure is getting developed very fast, and it's well connected to both Noida, Greater Noida on one side and on Delhi proper on the other side. So both from end-use perspective as well as from investment perspective, those who have slightly lower budgets, this area is a very good option.
Very good option for end users, Ashish. The location gets a go-ahead. Yes, for Bharat City's Bharat City by BCC developer, that's a go-ahead from us. We have been recommending this project in Indraprasth Yojana quite often. It's an integrated township. It's a JV between HDFC PMS and this developer. Phase 2 possession is also on its way. Phase 1 already a number of families have been living in, and this project is very well located about 5 kilometers from the Dilshad Garden metro station. Also in this emerging corridor, Ashish, we have 2 options that you could also look at in your budget of 40-45 lakhs. There is Delhi 99 by ProView. This lies in Bhopura, also in the Wazirabad region. It's also an integrated township of 40 acres. This developer is promising possession by the end of next year. And this one is located about 8.5 kilometers from the Dilshad Garden metro station. Also look at Oxy Homes by Super Realtech. This is also in Bhopura. Phase 2 possession next year. Modern amenities in this project and about 4 kilometers from the metro station. All right, we'll move on to our next question. Himanshu Bhardwaj joins us now. Hi Himanshu, what's your question?
How are you?
Doing very well, eager to help you, Himanshu. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my query is regarding I have invested in 3 properties. One is in Unitech Grande, which cost me 2 crore 85 lakhs. And that I have invested in 2007, but still I have not got the possession. Second property is in JP, which has cost of me around about 90 lakhs, and that I have also invested in October 2007. And two I have invested in Unitech Verb, which costed me, each of the property costed me 2 flats in Unitech Verb, each costed me 62 lakhs. But still I have not got the possession of that property. So should I remain in that property or should I switch that?
Okay, so Himanshu has made a couple of investments, 3 projects he's invested in. There is Unitech Verve in Greater Noida, Unitech Grand in Sector 96 of Noida, and JP Green's Star Court in Greater Noida. Okay, we'll review these projects one by one. Coming to the Unitech Verve project, Himanshu, this is part of a larger development by Unitech in this sector. However, this project is severely delayed. It's been about 9 years in construction, and today there is hardly any movement on this project. It does have an excellent location, but this project is facing major delays. And in fact, on this particular project, Unitech was fined some 4.5 crores by the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Forum for the major delays in this project. Coming to you, your next invested project, which is Unitech's Amber in the Golf and Country Club. This is a golf-centric township, very well located on the Noida Expressway, but also very majorly delayed. This was launched in June 2007. Also, for the Amber section of this project, the superstructure work is complete, but otherwise the site is completely stalled and we don't see any visibility on when this project will be completed. Also, for this particular project, there are no buyers also in the resale market, and even if you go in for a distressed deal, you will have to sell it at a price lower than what you had bought into. The third project, JP Green Star Court, Alpha 1, Pari Chowk, very good location at Pari Chowk, very well located. This particular project is partially ready. Possession is likely to happen for the remaining part of the project in the next 10 to 12 months. But this also is a project which is very majorly delayed. Work is progressing at a very slow pace. So Himanshu, all of your existing projects are facing major delays, and since the time of launch, and on all 3 projects you're sitting on a major loss. And because you have been holding them for over 8 years, so you have given them significant time. Our advice would be to exit these investments now. Himanshu, you seem to have experienced the worst of the slowdown in real estate. Let's just understand what's happening in these micro markets where you have projects. There is the Noida Expressway and the Greater Noida region. Noida Expressway in particular, we're seeing in the first section of the Noida Expressway, the inventory overhang is at a decent 19 months, which implies that projects are selling at the moment, and the weighted average price right there is about 7,350 rupees per square foot. For the area near the Pari Chowk, which is the start of Greater Noida, the inventory overhang stands at 17 months, also decent, acceptable, and the weighted average price about 2,000 rupees less than what we just discussed on the Noida Expressway. Okay, we'll move on to Greater Noida, and Suneet Jha wants to invest here. Hi Suneet, what's your question?
Ma'am, I'm looking, I have in fact finalized, I have gone through 2 properties. First is Gaur and second is Mahakund, where I'm looking some 2 BHK options under subvention plan. So basically want to understand either it is go with the subvention plan or should I go with the normal one.
All right. Okay. So we'll review your projects in just a bit, but to your main question, a subvention plan or the normal payment plan, Ashutosh, what are the pros and cons of going for such a payment plan?
I think one needs to understand that both plans will have their own merits and demerits, and I think it will be a function of the buyer's current financial status and the money that the buyer wants to put upfront. If the buyer wants minimal investment to begin with and then towards a heavy cash outflow towards the possession stage, then subvention plans are good. if the buyer is comfortable paying regularly as the construction progresses, the normal financial plan is good. While considering the subvention plan, the buyer needs to really investigate the track record of the developer. How financially sound the developer is, whether the developer has reputation to protect, and a good track record in the past of completing the project on time and fulfilling the financial obligations. If the buyer finds the developer good on these 2 or 3 factors, then my advice would be to consider subvention plan as one of the options. But otherwise, the normal financial scheme works. And also, the buyer must compare the per square foot price the developer is offering. Sometimes the per square foot price differs for a normal plan and for a subvention plan. So I would advise the buyer to do the calculations, eventually what is the actual payout and what is the current investment appetite for the buyer before deciding which plan to choose.
Ashutosh, now coming to the market that Suneet wants to buy into, Greater Noida West, there is always that worry that there could be a farmer dispute that could erupt any time. We keep hearing about land acquisition cases and issues concerning the land on which projects are launched. Is this market in the clear today?
I think it's a big market, and the concerns are right, because in the past we have seen land acquisition related disputes and construction activities stalled for a while, litigations happening. So my advice would be, because the location and the geographic context of this area is good, and from a livability perspective it's a good location, my suggestion is to look for projects which are either complete, having completion certificates, or very close for completion, where the construction risk is hardly there, and the completion certificate is due shortly. It's avoidable to go for projects which are just launched or which are in soft launch phase, etc., or early stage of construction, because of the high number of unsold inventories, because of which there will be market pressure on sales. But from a legal or litigation perspective, I think those projects who have got the completion certificates are absolutely safe to buy in.
Must ensure that you opt into a project with a completion certificate and occupation certificate. Suneet, we are giving you a go-ahead for your project 14th Avenue by Gorson's India. Also giving you a go-ahead for Mahagun My Woods 3 Part 2 by Mahagun Indian, Sector 16C of Greater Noida West. Now, within Uttar Pradesh, there is great news coming in for Ghaziabad. The congestion on the NH24, which is the key highway that connects Ghaziabad with Delhi, will soon be eased this week. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is likely to lay the foundation stone to expand this busy highway. The entire 50-kilometer stretch of the highway has been divided into 3 segments for the expansion project. First 2 portions, Nizamuddin Bridge to UP Gate and UP Gate to Dasna, will be made into a 14-lane expressway. Government plans to complete the expansion work in about 3 years' time. All right, we'll stay with NCR and get this next question from Rajat Parashar. Hi Rajat, how can we help you?
Yeah, hi. So actually I want to purchase 3 BHK for sales, and I have visited a few of the properties which is near to Gurgaon in Manesar region, like Napsco, Kasabela, Takshila, and Vipul Lavanya.
Okay.
Just want to know, because I like Mapsco, Kasabela more in comparison to other 2. Is there any chance of their nearby possession?
All right, so Rajat Parashar is looking at Mapsco, Kasabela, and Takshila in Sector 37, Gurgaon, and also Vipul Lavanya. He's basically looking for a ready-to-move-in project. Okay, Rajat, let me review your options. You're looking at the new Gurgaon region, which has these fundamentals today. For ready-to-move-in projects, of course, the inventory overhang stands at 0. The average price here is about 4,800 rupees per square foot. And this region, over the past few years, has seen this particular trend in price appreciation, or 10% annualized returns. Okay, your preferred project is by Mapsco, Kasabela in Sector 82. Yes, it's a go-ahead from us. This project is situated right next to Vatika's Gurgaon 21 project, and this project is available in the resale market. Go ahead. Moving on, Takshila Heights in Sector 37C. This project is fundamentally okay, but you must know that the location of this project is amidst some unauthorized developments in Sector 10A. That's something to watch out for. And your third option, Vipul Lavanya, that's a good go-ahead from us. Good project in Sector 81. It is about 2.5 kilometers from NH8 and likely to be delivered by next year. In addition to that, why don't you also look at this particular project by DLF, Newtown Heights in Sector 86. This is part of DLF's bigger Garden City township. Okay, Ashutosh, so we're talking about New Gurgaon, where we just discussed 3 ready-to-move-in projects. But overall, in this region, are deliveries on track from developers?
I think New Gurgaon is very quickly assuming a very important position on Gurgaon's real estate map. And if our buyer has chosen a ready-to-move-in property, it is a good decision because there is no construction risk left. I think New Gurgaon will be the next activity magnet for the coming 2 or 3 years. Gurgaon proper either has no land left or has a very pricey projects which are not really for a mid-end kind of buyer profile. And New Gurgaon is taking shape very well, very fast. Infrastructure is getting in place with a quick pace, and the entry barrier is quite low. Most projects will have prices of 4,500 rupees a square foot or under. That means the buyer has a lot of choice. There are ready-to-move-in properties available, so there is no risk for the buyer. And because the infrastructure is developing very fast, it becomes a very conducive space for living in. So I think on account of all these positive points, New Gurgaon is definitely going to be the activity magnet, and will see a lot of traction in coming few years. So to take the early movers advantage, my advice to our caller is go ahead and buy.
Okay, Gurgaon is home to premium housing, global companies and luxury retail, but this millennium city still draws a blank when it comes to properly built roads. End-to-end water and power supply and drainage is still a work in progress. Is that why Gurgaon's appeal as a real estate investment destination is not as exciting as before? Oinitam Ojha recaps how 2015 fared for Gurgaon.
This is Gurgaon, home to the posh and the powerful, and the city for dreams for the young entrepreneur. But behind this swanky exterior lies chaos. Bumper-to-bumper traffic, potholes where there should be roads. This year's monsoon had entire Gurgaon underwater. And open garbage dumps line residential colonies. This is the ugly underbelly of a city that's home to global MNCs. Worse still, major infrastructure projects like the Dwarka Expressway or the Northern Peripheral Road and the Southern Peripheral Road or SPR, which are supposed to connect the new residential sectors of Gurgaon, have been stuck for over 7 years now. The roads were proposed that led to bitter legal battles with farmers. When the legal go-ahead came in, Huda or the Haryana Urban Development Authority is sheepish enough to say it has no money to compensate the oustees. And thus, both roads remain half done.
हरियाणा अर्बन डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी में अभी फ़िलहाल जिसको हम हुड्डा बोलते हैं, पैसे की कमी है। अभी हमने कुछ दुकानें और कुछ कॉमर्शियल प्लॉट जैसे होटल साइट थी, कुछ एससीओ थे, उनकी नीलामी के लिए हमने ऑक्शन भी किया था, लेकिन रिजर्व प्राइस पे भी किसी ने टेंडर नहीं डाले क्योंकि मार्केट वैल्यू डाउन है। शायद हो सकता है रिजर्व प्राइस ज़्यादा रखे हों, दोबारा कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और हुड्डा के पास ज़मीन बहुत है पिछले ज़माने, लेकिन पिछली सरकार ने इन 10 सालों के अंदर बिल्डरों को फ़ायदा पहुंचाने के अलावा कोई भी हुड्डा का एक भी सेक्टर एक्वायर नहीं किया, इसलिए हुड्डा के पास पैसे नहीं।
33,000 residential units are coming up across the 20 sectors that are connected by the Dwarka Expressway. This 18-kilometer road will connect Dwarka in Delhi and end at Sector 83 Gurgaon, just beyond the Manesar toll. The SPR, on the other hand, will connect the Golf Course Extension Road to National Highway 8, intersecting Sona Road. This road will run through sectors 68 to 76 of Gurgaon, which has over 70 residential projects by top developers. Even as Huda tries to find ways to raise funds and fill its kitty, The authority was shaken up by yet another reshuffle at the top level, that too barely within a month. In the past 1 year, Huda Gurgaon has seen 3 administrators come and go. The frequent changes has left the industry feeling edgy and unsure about the Haryana government's plans for Gurgaon.
See, I think wherever in any state, be it Haryana or Punjab, whenever you have a reshuffle, you always have an idle time. You know, everybody needs a startup time before things start moving in. So I think it's very damaging from a continuity perspective also, because if you're taking up things and there are issues which need addressing, you just can't have a changeover. It completely puts everything out of gear.
Gurgaon's master planning has been driven by just cutting new sectors for private housing. Years of myopic planning went ignored. But today, as thousands of home buyers begin to move into their flats, the glaring lack of even basic facilities has begun to cripple the common citizen.
It's time for Haryana administration to pull up its socks or be prepared to lose out to Noida, Greater Noida, places which already boast of better infrastructure and now is all set to get an airport too. In Gurgaon, with Vasudha Sharma, Oinitam Oja, NDTV.
Okay, on the other side of the North Edition, we look at Mohali in Punjab. Why are the current property prices there ideal for investment? Also look at what makes Jagatpura in Jaipur your best bet for finding a small budget home. And for property seekers in Ghaziabad, there's a new project to check out, the Canopy by Asotech in Crossings Republic.